Second thing about God being self-existent. That means God is absolute reality. God is absolute reality. There is no reality outside of God that is not sustained by him. God is reality. God is reality. Yahweh is not a contingent being, meaning that he may or may not have existed. You and I are contingent beings. We don't have to exist. Our parents didn't have to meet up. There are 1,000 things that could have happened for us to not exist. There are hundreds of things that could have happened for us to not exist. Our existence is contingent on a number of factors. But God, on the other hand, is self-existent. And that means that nothing had to happen for God to exist. Nothing had to happen. He exists necessarily. All things were made through God, and without God, nothing was made that was made. God is reality. God is absolute reality. And what this means for us is that anything that would take you away from God is taking us from actual reality to false reality. And since the devil is the father of lies, his mission is to get you to live in fantasy land. I.e., God, the devil wants you to live a lie. And the Bible also says in Romans chapter 8, verse 7, for the mind that is set on the flesh is hostile to God, for it does not submit to God's law. Indeed, it can't. Your unrenewed mind is hostile to God. It won't submit to God, and it will resist God at every point and every turn. Your flesh would rather make up a reality than live in the reality that God has for you. Your flesh wants you to live a lie. Satan wants you to live a lie. But God is absolute reality. When God commands you to do something, the only wise thing to do is to obey. The only wise thing to do is to obey. For you to not obey God means that you are willingly living a lie. And I don't know anybody who willingly wants to be a liar. I don't know a single person who willingly says, I am a liar and I'm okay with that. You are basically telling God, the reality I created for myself is better than the reality that you desire for me. When we do anything outside of God's will, we are literally rejecting reality itself. Choose obedience, saints, because it is the most honest thing you can do.